She'll just be one moment, you'll see. Here's one last song just for you. Sit back, relax, nothing else to do. She's fine-tuning, almost done. Perfection takes time, but it's all in good fun. One more minute, she's on her way. Her perfect brew will brighten our day. With every sip, we'll sing along.
Okay, hopefully that works. I'm hoping I've set up my microphone, and we might have to set up the screen again because it apparently doesn't work. So let me do this. We want this one. Okay. You gonna work? Are we gonna work today? Apparently it doesn't want to work. So we might not be doing this. Let's see if we can. It was working. It was literally working before I did this. Hang on, let me try and close it and open it again. Classic, turn it off and on again. Yes. See if we can do this. And hi, Dysona. We're doing something different today. We're not doing Entropia. Entropia has annoyed me, so we're not going to do Entropia today. Let me see if that is going to work. If not, we are not going to be doing this today. Why are you not working? Can I add a new? It would be under this one. Add a new. It doesn't seem to like the one that I added. We want to go this one. Are you editing the tree visibility? Oh, I wish I could do that. Is this not working? I don't like this. This is not working. It was literally working like 5 seconds ago. Why are you not working now? It's not working. I don't understand. Is it because I don't understand? Why are you not capturing? There we go. Okay, now it's doing a thing. Why was it not doing it before? Okay, now we're doing something. We're doing something. Why is that not full? Hang on. That's gonna have to do. That's gonna have to do. Okay. Okay, we're doing something. We're making fish. If you didn't notice, we're making fish. So I was talking to a Tressa the other day, and there was a game that I used to play on the NTL. I think that's how I say it. But it was like the old TV box, and they had a fish game, and I really loved the fish game. And I was like, maybe I could make a fish game. And this is from that game, so we're not going to use this, but that is from the game. And I decided I'm not going to steal all their assets. We're just going to make it ourselves. So we at the moment have the pink fish, which I think I named it a blush fish. And then we've got the catfish. At the moment, it just looks okay. We're making sprites. That's what we're doing. We're doing sprites and only sprites today. I have a list. I have a list. Tressa helped me make the list yesterday of all of the fish that we could possibly potentially make. And I did make a bubble. So there's going to be certain fish that do like certain abilities and stuff. And like the bubble is going to do stuff. And I have kind of written a little bit of lore for some of them. So like the catfish doesn't like the dogfish, so we're gonna make a dogfish because they're gonna be enemies. And then the mouse doesn't like the cat. There was a whole lore. There was a whole lore of stuff going on. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today, I think. Rather than getting angry and annoyed at Entropia, we're going to just figure out how to make our own game. But I haven't coded anything, so I don't know how to code anything at the moment. Because all of these fish have their own different attributes that need to be figured out how to code that. I did try to code something else before. Can I open that? That is everything. That is not what I want to do. Does that actually open that if I do that? Can I just open it from here? Documents? Game maker? Is it this one? Is this going to open? Remind me later. I also found out that if I download that update, it breaks this game. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. So this was the one that we were making before. Let me see if that's going to change. It's not going to change, is it? There we go. So this was the one that we were I was making before, and this one does have like certain stuff in it. Like if I press the play, I'm not sure if it's going to show up. Does that show up? That does not show up. Do I have to add another window? This is going to get complicated. This is going to get complicated fast. We want... I think it's this one. Yeah, okay. So this is the one that we made before. And you can move around. And this little kitty moves. This is based on like the actual kitty. So our new kitten, this is it. But yeah, there are some, like I made some things in this one, but at the moment we haven't made anything like the coding for this on the other one. Because I think the other one we have to do it differently anyways, so it's not going to be something you move around. It's going to be something you place with the mouse. So I need to figure that out. Okay, let's turn... Is it this one? I don't know which one I'm on now. Okay, and then we turn this back to... this one. Okay, we're good, we're good. We're doing stuff and things today. I can close this one now. If I could find my mouse. Okay. But yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to make sprites. I don't know if to make this like, yeah, these were all the different variations of the catfish. It took me a while to figure out the catfish one. I might actually delete this one. We don't need this one anymore. Because I think I took away the object of that. So I can delete this one. Yes. And delete this one. Yep. And then I can delete this one as well because I don't need that one. Because that was just the backup sprite. That was the backup one, just in case I'd like messed it up and did it wrong. Okay, so then we add create. These are also all like a certain... I've done these at 32 pixels. I don't know if that's the right kind of size to do these at. And like the screen is like massive. Like this is massive. I don't know what to do with this. Like if I press play now, I don't know what it's going to do. This is massive, like. I need to change the ratio of this. I don't know how to do that yet. We're just gonna mess around with sprites. How do I zoom back in? There we go. Okay, so then I make a new sprite. Create. Kind of still want to zoom in a bit more. Create sprite. Sprite. Where are you? It's on the other side. That's why I was looking for it, and it was like it was on that side rather than this side. We want sprite, and then we change this. So yeah, we're doing something a little bit different, like a very much a little bit different. We are not making Entropia. We are not making Entropia today, though. Okay, edit image. So on my list, because we got the catfish, we need to have a dogfish, and I don't know how to make a dog. Let me bring up an image of a dog. I kind of want like a dog with like floppy ears. With floppy ears. Oh, they're so cute. We could make like a spaniel kind of thing. Yeah, I want to make that. I want to make that. Okay, how do I make that? Okay, so we need... What am I doing? This one. We need like... Because how I've been doing it is I've like been starting with a circle. And most of the... like, the catfish I got ChatGPT to figure out. And then had to edit it from that because it didn't work as well as I wanted it to. Is this the right pixel size? No, it's not. Why are you not the right pixel size? I was wondering why that looked too big. There we go, that's better. Okay, so circle. Hang on. If I make it actually round. We need room for the doggy ears. And then... Do I want to put a fish tail? Yeah, I do want to put a fish tail on the dog, don't I? Okay, so let's redo that. Let's get rid of that. And make this smaller. Because I need room for a dog tail. Oh, I need to make it an actual dog tail now, don't I? I should have made the cat like an actual cat tail, but it's just a fish tail. Like the cat is... Oh yeah, I was making a blue fish as well. So I was recoloring the pink one. I kind of want to redo this though, because it's not as good as I wanted it to be. But yeah, I was recoloring it to make it blue. To kind of like make like the pink one like the base fish. So the pink one would be the base, and then I'd make like variations of the colour. And eventually we'll probably get a rainbow fish, I think. So yeah, the cat one, it kind of has... I think it's not going to matter too much if it has a tail. I might steal the catfish tail though. Should we steal this tail? Gonna just steal this. That did not steal, did it? Did we steal it? I don't think we stole it. Hang on. It's because we're on the wrong layer. Okay, Control C. We have stolen the tail. We shall take the catfish tail over to our new dogfish. Why is this black? We don't want it black. How do I not have it black? Apparently we got a black dogfish tail. That does not work either. I'm confused. Oh, okay. So if I chose like several colours, it just changes the colour. Interesting. Okay, what colour do I want the dogfish? The dogfish spaniel is kind of like orangey, isn't it? That is an awful colour for a tail. Let me check the photo again. Yeah, it's like, kind of like a gingery kind of cat. Not cat, dog. How am I gonna do that? This is originally blue. So blue mixed with... Okay, I think it's not gonna matter because we'll just like edit it. Okay, let's put this like here for the time being. And then I can rub out this. Yeah, I don't think the colours are going to matter too much at the moment. Apart from this colour. This needs to... no, that's grey. And then this. I'm wondering if I should make the dogfish like a little bit like more longer. Like, kind of like this. Maybe. I don't know. I'll think about it. Potentially. I don't know. I don't know if that looks okay. I'm terrible at this. Maybe it was more like that. Okay, so we want it like a gingery kind of colour. So if we go with this, and then I think we do something like this to kind of make it like a darker colour. Like that. We'll see how this looks afterwards. This might look terrible. This might look absolutely terrible. No, I don't like that colour. I don't like that one. It needs to be darker though. That's much better. Okay. And why did I hear that? I need to turn my thing on. Settings? Because I do not want to keep hearing bleep from Discord. I want to turn... I don't know why it keeps doing that. Every time before, it would turn my streamer mode on. But now it doesn't, and I have to manually do that on Discord. And it's so annoying. So annoying. I'm like, why am I getting bleeps? Okay, so we want doggy ears. So I want to... How am I going to draw dog ears? I kind of think, right, we need one here. I don't know how I'm going to draw this. It's kind of going to be like this, isn't it? Maybe? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a dog ear. Okay. It could also look like a bunny. I'm not sure. Kinda? Okay, and then we'll do some circles. Wait, hang on. It needs to kind of look like... I don't know. How do you do puppy dog eyes? It's got to look kind of like sad. I wonder if I could actually like make it have sounds. Can we get Trissa to do the sounds of this? If I get a Trissa, because I've got a Trissa meow, I could do like the cats doing a Trissa meow, and then I just need to get him to bark. That's what I need to do. Okay, and then they kind of have like, what was it? It was like they had, if I grab this color again. There is a way to like save these, which I should probably do. Store color. I should probably save these colors. Store color. And then this one. Store. Okay, so they kind of have like, what, gingery ears. And then like gingers around the eye, like here, like this. And then like this. I don't know if this is going to look good. We're attempting this. I don't know if this is going to look good or horrifying. This could technically look horrifying. There's probably a better way to make dog ears. There's got to be a better way. Okay. I'm also not very good with pixel art, so this could go terrifyingly wrong. Okay, so that is another dog ear. And then it has like a whitish nose, so that goes around like this. It does look kind of a little bit like a bunny. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a bunny. And then this has got to kind of go down like this. Kinda? And then it kind of has white and then a big nose. So we gotta do the big nose. Like this. And then this can go do white. Like this. Okay, and then we do this. Just that one pixel. Okay, that's looking like a dog, isn't it? What kind of like motions would a dog do? I was kind of thinking like it would do like a shake. Like with the cats, we've got like them doing like a cute little cat ear wiggle. Is that dog ear too high up? It might be too high up. I think I want it like slightly down. I also kind of want to move this over a little. Like this. Maybe up. I do feel like I want this ear to come down a bit. Okay. This is going to come down here. Does this go all the way back? Would we want this to go all the way like here? Like this? Possibly? Potentially? Yeah, that's looking better. Okay, okay. Then I kind of want to make... I need sad puppy dog eyes. We need sad puppy dog eyes. We need to do... I don't know how to make sad puppy dog eyes. That's not gonna work. Kinda need that up there. This is looking terrifying. Kinda works like that, I think. And then I gotta try and figure out a way to repeat that this side. Doing something like this. Okay. Think we're making sad puppy dog eyes. And then this one. Is that gonna work? I don't know if that's gonna work. Or do I want to put this as a colour? Their eyes are like very black. But if I did like say this instead, that might work. potentially. Like this. Okay, and then we do this. Or do I want that to be like slightly... I'm changing my mind on everything. Maybe even slightly darker. Yeah, I kind of like it darker. Okay. Is this looking like a puppy? Is this looking like a dog? And if I were to do then object... Oh yes, we need to rename these. Rename sprite dog fish. There's Atressa. We were waiting for you, Atressa. We need you to bark. So then we can use that as a sound bit. That looks like game dev to me. Okay, object, create, object. I will 100% do sound effects. Yes, because we already got a Tressa meow, so I can put the meow in. We just need a Tressa bark to do the dog sound. Okay, dogfish. Is this looking like a dog? Hang on, let me drag this in. Does that look like a dog? Do we want the eyes higher up? I need to, like, I probably need to do the like what I've done with the catfish. I need to do some shadows. So yeah, the cat and the dog. And the dog's going to be not friends with the cat, and the cat's not going to be friends with the dog. The bubble needs to be above everything, actually. So the bubble actually needs to be like the first object. Or I need to find a way to layer it so that it's on top of everything. Because at the moment it's only on top of the catfish and these ones. Because they're see-through. The bubbles are see-through. So they need to be on top of everything. Because they do have like a little bit of transparency. Do I want to change the dog though? Like, I feel like the eyes want to go up. Sorry, I can't walk where I talked over me. I will do sound effects. Cool. And you said yes something. I said yes, I've already got a Tressa meow. I just need like a Tressa bark, and then we've got the meow and the bark. And the kitty cat box started playing us. Oh, we should make a kitty cat box for the cats to sit in. So like when they go to sleep, they should sit in like a kitty cat box. Oh, I need to make that. Okay, let's make a kitty cat box. Do I want to make that as an object though? Or do I want to make that as like a tile map? Because if I make it as a tile map, I can then place it anywhere, but they'd have to have a way to go into it. So maybe I make it an object. At the moment, I'm making all of these individual objects, but I kind of eventually want to make it so it's just like draws from the sprites so that I can change the object. I'm thinking. Because you can do these like variable things. And I think eventually I just want it to be one object, and then it gets determined on what you pressed. So like if you pressed for this item in the shop, it shows up with this one. Or if you press for another one, it kind of like... It will only have like certain ones in the shop, and then the other ones you'll have to like figure out how to get them. So like these ones are gonna be the ones that you're gonna have to figure out how to get. The bubble as well, I think. These ones are gonna be like just generic ones that you can buy. But yeah, we need a dresser to do the sound effects. That is what needs to happen. Okay, we're making a box. I think we do it as a sprite and then figure it out. Create object. No, that's not what I want to do. I did not want to create an object here. Move the object up there. You can also, this needs to be renamed. Rename object. I'm trying to make sure that I like name the things the same as I'm going along. Otherwise it's going to get messy. Because I already have like, oh yeah, I need to rename this one as well. Rename sprite bubble. And this one is, this one's the spare catfish actually. This is just the one that I'm using as like a template for the other catfish. So I might just name this, rename sprite catfish temp. Okay, and then we want to go sprite, create. So yeah, this is just a whole load of sprites today. You have a catfish, yes. But do you have a fish cat? No. I wouldn't even know how to do that. Object. No, we wanted sprite. We want to make this. Change this. We want to change this to 32, I think. Apply. Or do I want to make the box slightly bigger so that the cat can fit into it? I think we want to make the box slightly bigger. How do I draw a box? Old age question, how do I draw a box? Okay, we want a line. And then the box is going to be like this. And then I need to figure out, can I write box or cat on it? Like if I wrote cat. Oh wait, hang on. We need kitty cat box. We need it to be kitty cat box. How do I do a K? And then I don't know how to do these writing things. And then we're just going to copy this because I don't know how to do these writing things. And then this. How do I do a Y? It's kind of like a lowercase y, not like a uppercase y. Like this. Cat making a game. Yes, I am. Hi, Drivey. We have got annoyed with Entropia, so we decided we're going to do something else today. Because they changed everything on Next Island, so we got annoyed. Okay, how do I do an A? Like this? Oh, really? Yeah. They reversed... what was it? They reversed the thingy-bob, the bumper car. They reversed some of the shops that were shops and then became estates again. So like all of the shops in ancient... I'm not going to go over it. I'm not going to go over it. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it because otherwise I'm just going to moan. Yeah, so there were some shops in ancient Greece. So all the houses and the boat, they reversed it to then be estates. So I got annoyed. That is not looking like an A, is it? How did you write an A? How does one do an A? Ah, I don't know how to write an A. I can see why they don't it's like this. What was the bumper car changed? So originally it was limited, and then on the last version update it was changed to unlimited, and then on this version updated, they updated it to limited again. So anyone that had it unlimited and then decided they were going to use it is now got a damaged bumper car that they cannot repair. So they didn't even give us a warning that that's what they were going to do. So yeah, I was a little annoyed. Yeah. I'm also learning 3D modeling again. Ooh, nice. So yeah, there was a lot of things that I was annoyed with, so I kind of just decided not to do it. How do we do an A? No, that's not looking right. Oh, I need to... How do I write an A? I've forgotten how an A looks. Pixel art? How do I write a lowercase? Like A. That would be 1%. That's not what. I'm not giving you 1% for that. Oh, they do the A with the upwards thing. That's not what I want. I don't want the upwards way. Just want an A with a little flick at the bottom. But they're doing it with an A with a swoosh at the top. I want an A with a swoosh at the top. Yeah, I've downsized my Entropia gameplay for a bit. Also, they really need to get a director to oversee all changes before they are committed. Yeah. I wouldn't mind if they had given us a warning beforehand, which they haven't done with any of the Next Island stuff. So this A with a swoosh. Like they do like the A with like, hang on, let me show you. They do the A like this. Like this with a like swoosh. But I want to know how to do this bit. A lowercase a. Yeah. Because I never write the A like that. I always write it like that. It's gonna have to do. It's gonna have to do. I always write my A like this. I never put a... When you put like handwriting, you never put the swoosh over the top. Who puts the swoosh over the top? Because you want to join it up. So you do the A and then you join it to the next letter. Who has time to put a swoosh over the top? What swoosh? Have you not seen the A in the chat? The swoosh. The first one was correct, I think. I don't want to put the swoosh on the top. I don't like the swoosh. It doesn't look like an A. The top swoosh looks better. Yeah, that's a shitty A. Imposter A. Oh yeah, now I can just grab the T and then just put T. And then do... This is kind of more cute, I guess. How am I going to fit box on that? I have not thought this through. I have not thought this through. Okay, okay. Could I actually move like this up here? I don't think I could. No, I can't. cat game dev stream is nice. I'm trying to think where to put box though, because it's a kitty cat box. Where do I put kitty cat box? Maybe I just do here? Like a small box? This is not gonna work. This is gonna be gonna go on the box. Yeah, so technically, like, if I do this, I need a box color. Is this a box color? This is not a box color. We need like this. Okay. So this is gonna be, that is not a box color. It's kind of a box color. Maybe a little lighter though. Kind of want it a little lighter. That's more orange. How do I make it less orange? It's gonna have to stay like that. What box? So I'm making a kitty cat box. And this is a kitty cat R apparently. Aren't you glad I didn't say apple? Thanks, Atressa. Okay, so if I go back to the scene. So we've got kitty cat fish. And what I was thinking of doing was, if we go to this object, add the sprite box. I'm thinking of making like a kitty cat box that the kitty cats can sit in. So like when they're like resting at night, the kitty cats go in there. Oh, a cat bed, yes. But there are different kitty cats need different kinds of kitty cat boxes. Like if the catfish go into the dogfish box, then it will sleep worse. Oh, hang on. Where's my pen? I want to write this down. That's going to be like one of the mechanic-y type things. Bed. And then the dogs can't sleep. Because the dogs won't kick the cats out, because I've seen them. If a catfish sleeps in a dog bed, and it's going to be like a random chance, I think. So I badly want to play whatever this is going to become. Yeah, doggo cannot kick cats out, and it will be all sad and sleep outside the box. In a dog bed, it will sleep worse. And the dog won't kick it out. Worse, and dog won't kick out. Dogs cannot kick them out. Okay. Okay, so we need different kinds of beds. So the kitty cat's going to have a box. The dogs are going to have like a... I think the dogs are going to have like a... not a blanket, but like the dog bed type things. Like the plushies. The plush ones. So they're going to have something like that instead of the kitty cats that are having boxes. And the dogs could probably... Could the dogs sleep in a box? I don't think they would. I don't think the dogs would sleep in a box. I think we're going to remove the name of it then. We're going to edit this. And instead of putting kitty cat box in it, we're just going to make it a box. Just for now, and then we can make different beds. Okay, and then I can just do this, and we'll do some outlining of the box. We'll give it some definition later. Do I want to make this bigger? Because this is the size of the cat, and I kind of want to put like box open things. Would that work on this? I don't know. Like if I did the box like this, would that work? Yeah, a little bigger maybe. Yeah, it needs to be bigger. Yeah. Okay, so let's make this slightly bigger. How do I do that again? This one. So if we make this like, what, 30 or 40? Animals will sumo catfish fit. They don't, Larissa. They try to, if they fit, they sit. Maybe it breaks the bed. Yeah, that could be a thing actually. Bigger fish would break the bed. Fish can break it. Also, I'm gonna design like a system of like sharks. I explained it to a Tress the other day, but I was going to make like a baby shark that you get first, and then it's going to morph into either a mummy or a daddy shark, depending, like it's a 50-50 chance. And then it's going to turn into a grandpa shark and a grandma shark when it gets old. I don't know how to do that yet, but... It's a thing. It's a thing. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Okay, we're going to make this... What do I want to... If I make this 40, that should give us enough space. Okay, that should give us enough space. Because if I go back to this, it's now like slightly bigger. How am I going to have it though, so that... Because this at the moment is... These aren't quite central to this. Oh, that is not what I want. So I need it so that when you place this, it's kind of like off center. So it's kind of like this when it gets placed. How do I do that? Oh my god, that looks so adorable actually. It's gonna have like a, it's gonna have it so that you can only go so far on it. Like they can only go into there like that. But how do I make it so that it can only, like it when you place it, it doesn't click like this? Because I think these are going to be things that are going to be placed by the player. So if we imagine that this is a massive tank. Hang on. Let's make an actual tank. Let's make some walls, I think. Just for now, let's go create object. Object. We're going to rename this to object. Because we're going to have to do this eventually at some point. Because otherwise they're going to escape. We don't want them to escape. Okay, and then sprite, we want to add a new sprite. Put this down here. Call this sprite. Wall. And then I want to do this as 32. Edit image. No, let's not make it blue because everything else is blue. You would make the bed snap to position based on the center of the bed, I'm guessing, by code. Oh, yeah, you're probably right on that, actually. I'll have to look into that. I'll put a note. on bed snapping. Bed snapping. Because all the code stuff, I'm not very good at code. Like, I can make collision stuff. That's about the extent of what I can do. So if I do this, how do I... There we go. So if I make a wall around... This is going to be like the fish tank. I'm not sure what this engine has, so could have another option, possibly. Can I just do... That's much easier. There's me placing them all individually. So this would be like technically the tank. So if we think about that as the tank, then these would be placed down here, which is not quite snapping where I want it to snap. Now the stockfish want to be free. So technically this is not snapping where I want it to go. Okay, we're gonna ignore this for a second. We're just gonna how do I select all those? How does oops. How does one select? Is there a way to do it? This way. No? No, does just okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I wanna select all of those. Okay, this is gonna have to do for now. And then turn that off. And then move this up. For now. That did not work. Why is this one slightly out? Some of those went slightly out. That's annoying. Why would you do that to me? Why? Why would you do this to me? Okay. Okay. I will, but it doesn't matter if... I would think you change the snapping grid, but I don't... But that does not mean the player will have the same snapping point when in play. So what I'm thinking about this is the player would have like the mouse and they'd like pick these up and place them. So there'd be like a shop system. I don't know how to do the shop system yet, but there would be like a shop system where you could choose from a list of fish to place and you'd place them on the screen. And then there's going to be like a feeding system and all that lot, but I haven't figured that out yet. But at the moment, what I'm thinking is that we have these boxes that they can sleep in. So there'll be cat boxes. Maybe we have a layer of these? Because if you're going to have... I think I'm going to limit the tank to about 30 fish per tank at the moment. So if you've got 30 fish and you've got 30 boxes, but it's only going to be specific ones that need the boxes. So it's only going to be the cats and the dogs, I think, at this stage. It's only the cats and the dogs that need the boxes and the beds. I would maybe make a gravity that means you can drop beds anywhere and they float down. That's a good idea, actually. It has to like float really slowly as well, because it's the water. It's got to simulate the water. Gravity on beds. Gravity on beds. Float to bottom. That is a very good idea. It also needs to not collide with anything else, though. So if you place it up here and it collides with the fish and then it like ends up doing something like this, that would not be good. That would not be good. You would have it. Does boxes not float? Sink is the word you're looking for. It's a good point. Sink to the bottom. But yeah, the boxes would technically float. It's a good point. The boxes would technically have to go up here, but this is a fantasy game, and we're not going to go with the laws of physics. We're going to go with this box is titanium, and it's super heavy, and it's sinking to the bottom. You could have said slight sway as they go down. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go back to what we were doing with the fish. Okay, so the dogfish kind of needs a little bit of touching up, but it's a fish. Look, I'm saying it's that duckfish box better float. But yeah, I'm hoping to like have like certain things like the boxes and like accessories that you can...
Incoming ad break.
No, there's an ad break. But like you could put seaweed in here and stuff like that. Otherwise, duckfish will... No, you leave my ads alone, Atrissa. You were the one that wanted the ads, so deal with it. I wonder if we could use Brian's voice for something. I have turbo suck ads. You know what you could do, Atrissa? So you could sub for the three... What was it? The tier 3? And you can get now a cute catfish. I don't want... I'm not going to read all of that out. But yeah, you can sub at tier 3 Atrissa and get a cute catfish. Okay, so we've got technically the dogfish down. I mean, the dogfish kind of still needs some editing. Oh yeah, Trista wanted a cube fish. We need to make a cube. Okay, so we're gonna add a sprite. Like I said, these sprites are eventually... I need a way to have this as like a cool command where you just have like this block. You can use the cube you already made, possibly. I wonder if I could. Hang on, let me see if I can. If we create a sprite and then edit image, because I don't know how big the cube is. I think the dogfish needs a tongue hanging out. That is a good point. That is a good point. Tongue. It does need that. It does need that. You are correct on that, Driver. You're very correct. Stream stuffs? Be under stream stuffs for others. Atrissa. Cube. It's massive. I'm not gonna lie, that's massive. I wonder if I can edit it as a massive cube. Because there was a way to like get resize pixel art. That's what I want to do. Resize. Oh, my cat is mowing to go out. What was the one I did yesterday? Is it this? I think it was this one. We want to go stream stuffs. Stuff for others. Where is that? Tressa cube. And then this needs to go... I can only scale it down so much. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out a way to scale that down. Because if I do this and try scale it down, it usually goes really weird. Like, it goes really weird. Need a bigger aquarium. yeah, we're just gonna put a massive cube in here, right? Okay, so we need to we add an object. Create object. Where is it? Object. We want to go sprite, the cube. Yeah, this is perfect. Perfect. This is perfect. Doesn't even fit the aquarium. It just comes in and crushes all the fish. That's what the cube's gonna do actually. Actually, it's gonna crush the fish. Like, if the fish get in the way of this, it's gonna kill it. I am the aquarium now. I wonder if I could actually make an aquarium look like a cube. That could be interesting, actually. Like, because I want to have, like, several different ones. Wonder if I could make a Rubik's Cube aquarium with spinny things in real life. The fish would not like you for that. You would end up disorientating the fish and they would not like you for that, Trissa. Unless it was like an octopus. I think the octopus would actually really enjoy that. Because they're very intelligent and they love, like, playing with things. They're fine. No, they're not a Trissa. Okay, so we want to redo this. I think what we do is we duplicate this. And then we go to edit image. We do the resizey thing. Okay, we go 32. And then what I can do with this is we go over it. If I go and do another layer, we go over this on another layer. Like so. And then this should mean that we can keep it the same. Without having to change it too much. And then... is this angled a little bit? Possibly, potentially. That is not working. Okay. And then up like this. And then we'll see what we're doing. We're doing a thing. And then we go down like this. Down like this. Down like... not like that. Down like that. Like that. Like this. This is going to look really funky, I think. But it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a fish. I am determined. It looks funky, but we have faith. We have faith. That it's going to be a cube. We got to trust the process, Trissa. We got to trust the process of this. No, I want to go to this layer. I don't know. It's kind of gone a little bit skewed. That cube fish better have animations where it shuffles itself when it becomes scared. Yeah. I don't know how to do that, but yeah. Maybe I just have it like so that the these colors change. And then it has to sit and think whilst it solves itself. Okay, and then... what's the other one look like? I feel like this one looks... it is slightly, like, tapered. It is slightly tapered. Not unsolves. Edit image. Okay. And then fill. It is slightly tapered, but I feel like it's slightly off. So I might edit it a little bit. Okay, and then we do fill. Yeah, I think we just edit this slightly. Yeah. Because it's very, very jaggedy. You're tapered. No, I'm not. Okay, so firstly, I definitely want to change this. Because this is not right. This needs to be in the middle. Like that. And then... I think the sidelines have to go... hang on, I need to have the reference picture. Do these go straight down? Because if they do, then that would be easy to do on this. Because if these go straight down, like this, we do it like that. And then this one goes straight down. Ah, no, that is not a line. Like that. Am I getting this correct? I don't know. But it looks cleaner, is what I will say. I don't know how this thing's gonna swim. I haven't thought that much through yet. I don't think this is gonna actually swim. I don't think this can swim. Is that looking better? I don't know if that looks better. I don't know if this looks any better. Okay, and then green. Ah, that's red. That was definitely red. Okay, and then... it swims by rotating its layers. That's a good point. I don't know how to make it rotate, though. Left and right layer and goes forward, sorter, and backwards. Yeah, that could work. It could work. I need to make it look better, though. I do need to make it look better. I might redo these lines. Because these lines don't look right to me. Ah, no, don't unrub that. Cube fish is like 5 streams worth. The animation of it is going to be difficult, I think. Because it's going to have like in between animations. Like originally I was thinking of doing the animation. I'll show you how I was thinking in a minute. Shush, Pando, get in the box. Leave Pando out of this. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we go from here to there, here to there, there to there. This isn't going to work, I don't think. It still looks a little bit off, doesn't it? How do I do this so that it doesn't look off? I don't know how to do this so that it doesn't look off. I don't know how to make this look less weird. Because this needs to go kind of... like, this is the vanishing point. It needs to go to the vanishing point, I think. Which is kind of like this. And it's going to look weird if I do this. I think. Does that look weird? Does it look like cubes? No, take Pando out of the box. Ah? Does that look better? It looks more even, doesn't it? I think that looks better. It's slightly off up here. It is slightly off. That's better. Why is it off down here? It's slightly off down here, and I don't know why. It is slightly off down there. That's annoying. That's going to annoy me. Oh no, Pando is gone. Slightly off, and I don't quite know why. Kind of, it's like this bit is slightly off, so it needs to be like this. And then like this. It's slightly off, and I don't, it's annoying me. It's like very much annoying me. Can I just like take this? This is gonna work. This is gonna work actually. So this side we take, and then we go control. Can I mirror it? Control C and then mirror, and then shove that there. Like that. Okay, okay, and then... actually, let's mirror the entire red side. That gives me an idea to mirror the entirety of this. From here. Yeah. Okay, Control C, and then we mirror here. Okay, this looks better. This is gonna look better. Although it's slightly off to the side a little. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. And then we go line. Black. From here. And then if we do like a thick black line here. And then rub this out. And then we go green and fill this in green. That. It kind of works. That's black magic. But the top now looks better. Because the top's more even. I don't know about the sides though. The sides are kind of annoying me. Like this. Maybe that works better. And then maybe have this come in a little bit more. So this comes in like this. Like this. And then this goes in like this. Am I just making this worse? I don't know if I'm making this worse. That top back looks wonky. I don't know what you mean by that. This bit? This bit does look off here though. I don't know how to fix that, but move it 1 pixel. Top, middle. What am I moving? Where am I moving it to? Not moving. 2 different messages. You said move 1 pixel, top, middle, and then you said no, not moving. Pixel art art. Yes, yes it is. Okay, well, Latrissa is trying to figure out what he means and can say it in a way that I understand. We're gonna leave it for now. The top middle part looks wonky. Even the bottom looks a bit wonky. But it doesn't have to be a proper cube. I know what I mean. But it doesn't have to be, because this is a fish, right? So it can look just like a cube, but not be a cube. And it's going to swim by rotating this bottom and this top part. Looks less wonky zoomed out. Yeah, that's what... See, look. Because when you think about it, right, Trissa, we're going to have the fish on here. Okay. And the fish is going to go... If I zoom in. This is going to be like the size of the screen, I think. Cube fish is cubey, yes. And then we go with this. We change this sprite to the cube sprite, which is this one. And then we place this. It's going to have eyes as well. We need to put eyes on it. But I'm thinking as long as it's like cube adjacent. Pyramid fish? No. We've not got that on our list, Jess. We've got so many fish to get through. That is not on our list. But I'm thinking as long as it's like cube adjacent and then we have like this bottom part like rotate to kind of use that as the action to swim. I think. And it's going to be like a jellyfish kind of one. It's going to be like a jellyfish, I think. If it's a jellyfish, it doesn't need eyes. I was thinking of slapping a fish face on the cube, but you will follow with others, of course. So yeah, eyes will be good. Does cube fish get cube eyes? I'm thinking, Atrista, it's going to be like a jellyfish, so I don't think we need to put eyes on it. And it only has to look cube adjacent. It doesn't have to look very cube-like. Because I think it's going to be really hard to make it very cube-like. Because it's the sides that are annoying me now. Because if we go to this, this looks normal. But then when you go to here, when you've got like only so many pixels, this isn't exactly the same. Octopus cube. But I'm thinking having it like a jellyfish. So if we delete this, does that mean I have to make this slightly transparent as well? Because if I'm going to make it a jellyfish, I can make it like slightly transparent. So if I copy this, Control C, and then we put this on this layer, and then I can then go to this one, then we go like this, and then I want to kind of get rid. How do I do? Can I just do this? No. I was wondering if I could fill this with like zero with nothing so that I could like make it transparent, but I think I have to just. Can I? Ah, here we go. Here we go. This works. Like this. Because jellyfish are kind of slightly transparent. So I think this cube needs to be slightly transparent, like the bubble. So we have like the jellyfish like outline. And then we do this and we do this. Oop, that we do not add another layer. We delete the other layer. And then we close that. And then we bring this back. And now it's slightly transparent. So when we go back to this, it's like a jellyfish. It's a slightly transparent cube. I think we make it a little bit more transparent than that, but this is now the jellyfish cube. Yes. Yes, and this can actually like crush other fish. So if this goes like on top of other fish, they die like instantly. There's no coming back. They just die. It's only gonna like it's only gonna work with certain other fish. I think that's gonna what the census on that is. So right, we're gonna rename this as rename. This is now object cube. How do I? What am I gonna give it a name? Because I want to call it jellyfish cube, but or jello cube, because you got like the jello in like America. We could call it a jello cube. Yeah. Okay. It's now called a jello cube. I don't know if that's how I spell it, but oops. I am not dropping things. It's fine. But yeah, my original idea to like move it when you said about the moving of the layers was if I grab this, duplicate this. I was thinking of like having it so that instead of moving it around, what's the color on the back side of the green? Rubik's Cube. I actually have a Rubik's Cube somewhere. I do have a Rubik's Cube. Give me a second.
sweet, stack 'em up high, build 'em so wide, the whole box world is where we'll reside. So here's to the dreamers, the box life crew. We're living it simple, it's just me and you. No need for riches, no need for clocks. We'd be living in a box, a kitty cat box. We'd be living in a box, we'd be living in a kitty cat box. Jump right in, hear the door go knock. Cozy little home where the world unlocks. We'd be living in a box, a kitty cat box. We'd be living in a box, a kitty cat box.
It's okay, Otrissa, I have a cube. I have the cube. So, we're going to go... So, it's green and yellow. That's the side that we're on at the moment. So, then it's going to go like this. So, it's then going to twist and be that way. And that's how it's going to swim. So, it's going to twist like this and swim. So, it's going to be then yellow... it's going to be yellow on the bottom and then green, the blue on the bottom. Where's the fish? I was looking for a Rubik's Cube. So I was doing that. So this is gonna twist around, and then I was thinking of like having it so that this changes blue. Is that that's a really dark blue, isn't it? Can I have this less dark? I know it's a bright color, but does it have to be that bright? Adress is going to have to run soon. I accidentally purchased an audio move. That sounds like a you problem. So this is what I was thinking. And then the green would be then around here. Wait, hang on. What am I doing? That's not the right way. What am I doing? It's red and green. What am I doing? Red and green. So we need to go red and green. And then that's going to... Yes, it's going to be orange at the bottom and green. Yeah, Adressa was right. So, where's the orange? What's a good orange? That's a good orange. Okay. So, it's going to be orange this side and then green on this side. So, I was thinking of like having just this as like the transition. Yes, that's beautiful. Beautiful transition right there. Beautiful. Love it. But I think I need a twist animation in between. And then it's going to go blue on the bottom and orange this side. Cat Pro Cube. I have a cube, Adressa. I have the cube on me. So it works better when you have the actual cube on you. Duplicate this, and then it's going to go blue. Ah! And then red. And then we go back to this. And then I want to do the frame rate less. How do I do that again? It's under... No, it's not under the object. I think it's under the sprite. Frame rate. I want to do this as like 3. So this is how it's going to move. Like a disco. But I think we need like a animation in between of this moving. Because I think that on its own is not great. But this is going to be like the only animation that we need, because jellyfish kind of like do the contorting and then they go up and down. So this is the only animation we're going to have, is just the bottom twisting. But I think we need like this, and then I don't know how to have the twist in the middle. Because it would be... Ah, no, that's not what I want. It'd be like this would go... This would go. Like this. And then... This would need to be twisted. So this would need to be like here. So then I do like a black line here. What would that look like? That. So that's what it would look like. It's like would have like a black triangle. And then the corner kind of do it in the middle. I think I need to make this a little bit wider. I think I need to make this wider. This fish needs to be wide. Can I just resize the canvas? Make this 40? No, not the height. We want the width. This needs to be 32. This needs to be 40. Lie? Yeah, this fish needs to be a wide fish. Because it actually needs to stick out more. So it needs to go like this. Oop, no, that is not a line. And then this is going to be... So technically this is going to still be here. No, this is going to be there. So I was correct. This is going to be there. Let me rub out this top layer for the moment. Because it's kind of throwing me off. This top layer is throwing me off. And I only have to do this on one side because then I can duplicate it onto the next side. So I only have to figure out one side of this. But the side will have... Yeah, okay. Gotta go run... No worries, Atrissa. You're missing the only stream that you've asked for, so... That's on you. That's totally on you. Does this stay... This would stay the same... I think. This kind of stays the same. Like this. This is the only stream you asked me for, Adressa, and you're missing it. Okay, and then I rub this out. And then we'll do... So then this becomes like this. And that goes... like here. And then... I don't know what I'm doing. Then you've got the thing in the middle there. I actually have no clue what I'm doing. I need to look at it like this. So this needs to go like... Yeah, okay. So this actually needs to go like flatter down the bottom. I'm holding this as reference. This is the only way to do it. It's to hold this as a reference. So this needs to go like flat on the bottom. Okay, we need to get rid of this. So this needs to go like flat. Get rid of this. I'm gonna start from the beginning. Okay, so this goes like flat across. Actually, I don't think I need it as this wide. So this goes flat, so it goes from like here across to about here. And then maybe slightly further down. Oop. Slightly further down. Okay, and then rubber. I don't know if this is going to look good. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, and I don't think this is going to look good. But we're going to do it. We're going to do this. Okay, and then we do this across here. That across there. And then we do this, and then this. Ooh, no, that's not quite right. This needs to be like a cube in the middle. Okay, and then this needs to be black, black. And then this needs to be like the color that's been changed around. So this needs to be green. Is that correct? Does that look correct? Maybe it's correct. Okay, and then if I duplicate this, put this here, and then this becomes orange. And then this turns around. Okay, this is looking correct. This is looking correct, actually. I'm doing something. We're doing something. Okay, so this then becomes blue. Okay, well, I actually need to put this on the next layer. Okay, so this needs to actually go on the next layer so it then becomes see-through. Okay, right, let's grab this. Now that I know that this kind of works, Control C, we put this on this layer. And then we go to this one. We get the rubby thing, and then we do this. And then we can make it see-through. But the only part that won't be see-through is this black part. Okay, and then I do the same for this one. This is working. This is working. This is what we want. Control C. Move it to this layer. I actually should do this. This is easier. That's way easier. Why wasn't I doing that? Control C. And then go back to this, do this. And then this one needs to be orange, blue. Yes, this one needs to be blue. Whoop, dropping it. And then we duplicate this. And then this needs to be red. Like so, and then if I press play. Now the cube's dancing to Baby Shark. Thanks, Dry. Okay, so this is now working. So now if I go back to this and I press play. Yes, look at it. Look at the cube. We have created a monster jellyfish cube. And it doesn't have to matter if it's going like left or right, because it just does a thing and then it floats. Okay, we haven't actually animated these ones yet. But I'm going to put a tongue on the dog. We've got to do that. Can I stop it playing? Where is the play button? Stop. Also, I want to just save this. Okay. Just in case, because I've done a lot of vital sprite work. Okay, so we need to edit this one. We need to add a tongue. So we need black. And then this. And this is gonna be here. How do you make a tongue? It's kind of like they do the thing in the middle and then... Yeah. That does not look like a tongue, does it? Is that a good tongue? I don't know. Maybe if I make this like this. That looks better. And then do this. And then like this. I don't know if that looks any better. Does that look like a tongue? I might have to edit it at some point, but we're giving it its basic features. I might get rid of this. And we might edit it with some different variations of colours. But it is needs a bit more pink than red. Okay. We can close this now. I have so many of these open. We should close these. Okay, so if we go more pinkish, like this, like that, or like that. One or two, Drivey. One is this. First one, okay. Okay, so we now have two see-through-y ones. We have dog, we have cat. Let me grab my list. So that's the cube fish and the dogfish. And then I wanted to make... I don't know if I can make a shark one yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do to make it look like a shark. It needs to have like massive amounts of teeth, I think. Okay, let me try that. It's gonna be like pretty much all teeth. What does the baby shark on the thingy book? Oh, we kind of don't want to copy it too much because otherwise we get copyright stuff. But we can make it look similar, but not the actual thing. Okay, 32. Cool. Edit. I guess a fin and teeth. Yes, yes, that's what we need. So we want, if we go like this, we want like all teeth. It's all teeth. It's going to be a baby shark, but not very cute. It's like all teeth. These are teeth. If you couldn't see it before, these are teeth. And then like give it some like, I don't know. This is not looking good. I'm not gonna lie, this is not looking good. Okay, and then fill this. So these are teeth. Possibly. Possibly these are teeth. Need a pointy nose. Okay. Then we get rid of this. Okay, so let's make a circle. Give us a base. So sharks are kind of like long, aren't they? They're like long. And then like long tail. Or it kind of has like a big tail, doesn't it? Do sharks have big tails? I can't remember. Like sharks have like really pointy tails, don't they? It's like... Hang on, let me try and figure out how to make a shark tail. Okay. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. And then if I make it... I'm terrible at pixel art. I hope you know that I'm terrible at pixel art. So if I make it kind of like cone shape, like if I make the fish kind of cone shapey fish, like it's literally like all tail and teeth. Like if we make it like, oh, I should make it slightly bigger actually. This one's going to be one of the big fish. Yeah, this is going to be one of the big fish. It's going to be a baby, but it's going to be a big fish. So let's make this like 40. So even though it's like a baby shark, it's going to be a big baby shark. What does the shark tail look like? Shark tail. It's kind of like pointy boomerang. Shark shaped tail. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah. It's kind of like the kind of like this. It's kind of like that. Like a pointy boomerang. And it's going to be mostly tail and teeth. And then oh no, that's not what I want. We draw some lines. And then we kind of do like this. Don't forget the top fin. If I can fit a top fin, I will try not forget the top fin. At the moment, it's not looking shark-like. Top fin. Hang on. I need to see what the top fin looks like. Okay, yeah, it's like kind of curved. Like this. Okay, this is looking kind of good. I don't know what this is, but it's looking kind of good. Okay, so it's gonna have... It's gonna be the mouth. maybe. If I can figure it out. And then just teeth. Just teeth. Everything is teeth. All the teeth. Nothing but teeth. This is looking awful. That's teeth. That's all the teeth. I can't do pixel art. Okay, and then it's gonna have to be like a kind of greyish kind of color. Because sharks are kind of grey, aren't they? Or do we want like a red shark or a pinky shark? Or a green shark? We could go green. It looks less terrifying as green. I don't know why. Okay, and then we kind of want some cute eyes. Even though it's got loads of teeth, we want some little cute eyes. Because he's our little cutie. These are not cute eyes. These are looking terrifying. It looks like he needs coffee. Not gonna lie, this shark looks like it needs some coffee. Shark might need to be extra large. How do I make cute eyes? Cute pixel art eyes. I want to make some cute eyes. That would be interesting if I could do that. I don't think I would be able to do that in this. Okay, yeah, that's good. That is his eyes. Actually, can I make these like a different color? It's not looking cute, is it? It's something. It's something. It's something. I don't know what it is, but it's something. I don't like these teeth. These teeth are annoying me. Prototype, yeah. These teeth are kind of annoying me, and I don't know why they're annoying me. Okay, if I do like this, this is its jaw, right? And then we want pointy teeth.
Incoming ad break.
No, not ad break. I think I'm just missing like the pointiness of the teeth. It'd be kind of funny actually to have a shark that only has like 3 teeth. Because it is a baby. It's a baby shark. It's only a baby one. Like, it hasn't grown its teeth yet. This is all of its baby teeth. Yeah, I like that idea. Okay, it's gonna have 4 teeth. Because it's hard to draw these teeth. It's very hard to draw them. I have not given myself enough space. There, it has 4 teeth. You are very terrifying, baby shark. Okay, this is a prototype. This is a placeholder for the baby shark. It's got the defining features of a shark. It's got its massive shark tail and its shark fin, and that is all. Okay, so we want to put object create object, call this object baby shark. And then, but yeah, the baby shark, what I thought was a good idea is when they grow up, so each one's going to have like a starting form, and then when they grow up, they're going to have like different things. So like the baby shark's going to turn into, it's going to have like a 50-50% chance of turning into like either a mummy or a daddy shark. That's what I'm thinking. And the only way to get more baby sharks is through the mummy and the daddy shark. So you can only have like one at a time, I think. Or a zombie shark, yeah. I could probably do that as well, like with all the ones that you're like with the ones that it's like eating, they could become zombified. That could be funny. Gotta write that down. Dead fish have a chance of becoming zombies. A chance of becoming zombies. Zombies. I like that. Could be a Halloween pack. I was thinking about it because I drew this. I don't know if you can see it, but I drew this. And this is a cat, a pumpkin. And I was thinking maybe I could do like a Halloween version with pumpkins and things. So yeah, that could work. Okay, so we want to add in our object the baby shark. Where's the baby shark? Wait, hang on, I need to assign it. This looks awful, but it's only a prototype. It's a working prototype. This will get made better in later editions. It's a placeholder for the moment. And it can like go right up against the jellyfish cubes. Just right up against them. So yeah, this one's a prototype. But yeah, I'll probably put like more sort of depth stuff like the catfish, because this took me a while to actually sit and play with. Oh yeah, we were finishing off, I was finishing off this one. And then I got distracted and did a bubblefish instead. I was like, I'm gonna make a blue fish, and then I got distracted and made the bubblefish. Okay, so we want to go grab these colors. So I have them. We've got light blue, this blue, this blue, this blue, this blue. Okay. And then this needs to go like... Ah, that's not what I want to do. Like this. And then like this. Kinda. I kind of maybe want to do that. Let me do that color instead. But yeah, I want to simplify the other fish one that I've got. I need a darker. Yeah, we need a darker color. Ooh, no, not that. Yeah, they got rid of that as well. It's another reason why we're not playing Entropia today. It's another reason. Because I will have a lot to say, and I don't think I should. I don't think we should be doing that. Okay, and then I can do this and put the darker color in here. Like so. And again up here. But yeah, I kind of want to make the other fish kind of a bit more simplified, like this. Because at the moment, the other one's kind of a bit all over the place. Does that look good? I feel like this kind of needs to come down a bit more. Like this. Like that. I don't know why, but I feel like that needs to happen. And then this comes over like this. Maybe that's too high. Maybe that's too high. Like that. And then we do this one. Like that. Potentially that would work. And then this can come down here. Like this. I think this works. Because what we then do with this... I actually kind of want to make this colour. And then I want to put highlights. Like here. kind of need to highlight on the shaded part that shows it's a bubble. This one's not the bubble. So this one was just going to be a blue fish to the pink fish. Because at the moment, this is the pink fish. I also need to redo this because it looks awful. But this one over here is the bubble fish. I haven't done much with this one. This one's the bubble fish. It kind of looks a bit awful. I didn't know how to make it look like a bubble. But yeah, this one's the blue fish. And I feel like I need to... Oh, let's get rid of that. That looks awful. I like the dog one though. The dog one's cute. The dog one's growing on me. I feel like this blue needs to have slight variation. I don't know what, but it feels like it needs a slight variation in it. Could the doggo have paws instead of fins? Possibly. Is this a new mob for Next Island? Yes, it is. This is definitely a new mob for Next Island. And the Hylie, we are doing something different today. So we're trying to make a game. And it's not going so well. So at the moment we're only just doing pixel art. So cute, I can't kill it. So I'm trying to think the best way to do this is. I don't know what the best way to do this is. I feel like it's not quite right. There's something not quite right about it. Unless it has 99% efficiency. Weapons drop. Something doesn't feel right and I don't know what it is. I thought it was like this part. Maybe it's because I don't have another variation of this blue. It's like it needs to be lighter, but like that. I did that. Ooh, that's an awful color. Like that. That's probably better. That doesn't look right, does it? I don't know what I'm doing. I think maybe this has to go like this more. And then this would then swoop down more like that. I don't know what this is. This is an abomination. This was the original one. This, I don't know what I've done to it. It's an abomination. Maybe that looks better. I feel like the bottom should be a lighter blue knot. Let me try that. The left cheek is too high. You mean the eyes? Let me try move the eyes. Ooh, no, hang on. Hang on, because the eyes are on a separate layer. No, below the eye.
There's a cat by the monitor, chasing the glow, batting at the screen, watching pieces flow. She's not solving fast, but she's having fun in her own little world.
Let me move this over a little.
Her paw hits the keys, sometimes by chance. The blocks
I think you are right though, it needed to be a different kind of shade blue. Doesn't look symmetrical. It is kind of like side on. So the fish is kind of like sideways on.
in her clumsy way. Puzzle player pause, tapping at the screen. Not
This one.
just a cat chasing
Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do.
ball and spin. She gives it her best with every goofy
Oh, someone got banned.
passes the test. She's stuck,
I kind of want to make this slightly darker though.
she doesn't care. Watching colors
Because I don't think the variation is
everywhere.
that different.
A misstep here, a tumble there, but she's purring loud.
Does that look better?
Without a care. Sometimes she pauses, looks a little confused, but her whiskers twitch. She's still amused. It's not about winning, it's about the play. Her paws keep
Potentially.
the hours away.
I think the left cheek light section is what's high.
Crow, just a cat chasing the scene.
This section here.
Ball and spin, she gives it her best. With every goofy swipe, she passes the test. She knocks the mouse pieces
So if I moved this
away, but that's how
like this.
loves to play. A high score's not her thing, it's just the vibe. A playful cat in her puzzle tribe.
Oops, what am I doing?
Puzzle player pause,
What am I doing?
at the screen.
Grab that blue.
Not a pro, just a cat chasing the scene.
Like that?
Shapes fall and spin. She gives it her best. With every goofy swipe, she passes the test. So here's to the
Sorta helped. Okay.
playful claws, solving
I'm terrible at pixel art, so this is our attempt at pixel art. So far we've made this one. This one's kind of cute though. I like this one.
kitty in the glow.
So we made a catfish, which is cute. This one took me forever to do. But yeah, this is we ignore the shark at the side. We ignore that. That's we ignore that one. But yeah, these are the ones we've got at the moment, and they have animations. Apart from the dog doesn't have animations, and the bubble doesn't. I like this animation now. I like the cube animation. That's kind of cool. But yeah, the cats have their little ears and they do a little... Yeah, I like it. So at the moment, it's literally all just pixel art stuff. And this would be the bluefish. So if we add an object... sprite, the bluefish. It's gonna get lost in a sea of blue, I think. Oh yeah, it because we haven't done the rest of the animations of this, it's gonna keep flicking between the two. I think that blue's too dark, isn't it? I think that's what the problem is that highlight part is too dark. I think that's the problem. It's a blue pink fish, yes. Okay, I think I know the problem. This highlight here is too dark. It needs to be slightly lighter. So it needs to be darker but lighter. than what I've already got. Is that alright? No, it needs to be lighter than that. That might smooth it out, yeah. Just needs to be like a slight shade lighter. Like that. Okay, and then bring back the black line. Like that. And then do this for a second. I think that was the problem. I think that was the problem. It was too dark. Oops. That is the same color as that. So this needs to be... We grab this color. And then I can fill this one in with this color. And then grab this color. Do this. I think that works better. I think that works much better. I think you need to add a little pointy hand on the left too. On this side. I can try and do that. We can try do that. Like here. Like that. That works. I think that works. Okay, so then we fill this in. And then give it some highlights, I think. Okay, so I think this now works. Lastly, add a halo on top. That's going to be a different fish. That is going to be a different fish. So I have written... Okay, so I have written angelfish. And then we're going to combat that with the devilfish. So I have got that in the plans. It also needs dragon wings. Okay, and then what I can do is I can copy this. Oh yeah, he's still got like a pink underneath. Let me edit this so it doesn't have the pink underneath. Like this. There we go. That smooths it out. Where's the other colour? I should really save these colours because I have no clue which one I'm using. Oh, so the halo is for the angelfish. Yes. Okay, and now I can do this, and then we grab this. Go Control C. Take this over to this one. I can then, if I do this on another layer, put it in the pretty much the right location. Because it's got to move slightly. So what we can then do is this, and then do opacity, and then we can figure out how it's going to move. Because I have moved it slightly on this one. So if we go to that, and then this one needs to have, if we go black, this has got to go here. Ah. Like this. Might be a good idea to make a color group for each fish before you start. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking is if I try and do this, but I'm also thinking that if I have these as a base, I can then use these ones to redo this one, because this one's kind of a bit janky and I don't like it. So this one's kind of gone a bit weird. Like I've tried to color it too weirdly. So I kind of want to do it the same as this and do the pink version of this. Okay, what am I doing with this? Okay, well this needs to go here. Oh, hang on, what am I doing? It's to be on... Yeah, it's on this layer. Okay, well, I am doing it correct. Like this. And then... Still making the standards first, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I think we need to make like a base fish thing that I can then just have to recolor it. Because the catfish one worked really well. I just had to recolor the parts of it. That's kind of why I want to do like a version of it where I just recolor them. Ah. Okay, and then I can then make this a little bit more visible and then work out what I need to do. So then this goes here. Like this. This one goes kind of like this. This one kind of goes in here. Holy moly, my hot room. My room is hot, yeah. It's very hot today. It's getting really warm. Okay, and then we grab this color and we do this in here. Oops. It's gonna go like this, down like this, and like this. And then grab this one again. But yeah, once I've like made the standard of the fish, it's then easier to figure out what I'm doing with the rest of them. Especially with the animation part of it, because the animation is the worst part. Okay, this needs to go like not this. This one. Like this. And then we do this one. Like this, and then this one goes kind of like that, I think. And then this one like this. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Oh, I need to change that white actually to be this color. Because it is too white. Okay, so this then needs to go like this, and then we do this like so. Kind of like this. This fin doesn't move. This fin's not going to move. It's only going to swim with one fin, like Finding Nemo. Okay, and then I can rub that out. And that one, I think. Put a chill water on a bowl or something and let it rest in the room. That will give bit humidity and less hot in your room. Interesting. I've heard of the one where you put it by a fan and use that to like as a air conditioner, because it like takes in the cold air from the ice. I've heard of that. Well, I already have a cat water. Okay, I think this one I only did 2 different variations of the animation, which means that I only have to do this. And then I can do... I know some of them I've done like 3 different variations of the tail animation. No, not that one. What piece is that? Where are you coming from? Oh, I think I accidentally made a... Get rid of that. Where is this coming from? How do I get this to not be this white? There we go. No need my aircon yet this year, but soon I'm sure. Not needed my aircon yet this year. Yeah, I need to... I think I need to get some kind of air conditioning going. Because last year I almost died in the heat. It was like super hot and I almost died from it. Why is this not going under the eyes? It's weird to me. I'm going to put it on a new layer anyways. Okay, it does go under the eyes. I don't know why I wasn't doing it before. Wait, hang on. What happened to that? I swear I just... Wait, what? I swear I just did that. Did I accidentally delete that? Oh, because I had it on layer 3. I did accidentally delete it. Can I undo that? I can't undo the delete. Ah! Bad cat. Bad cat. It's bad cat. There's bad cat guy. I have to redo that. Because I didn't want to like wreck this layer in case I did it wrong. Okay, we're gonna redo this. Okay, remind me, don't delete layer 3. Whatever I do, do not delete layer 3. Layer 3. Okay, so this goes here. Because once I've done it, I can then put it on layer 1 and then get rid of layer 3. Because the reason why we don't get rid of layer 3 is because I need it so that I've got a guide. And then I can do this. A reminder, do not delete layer 3. Yes, good. Good, that's what I need. Redeemed first. I'm surprised the Tressa didn't do that. Okay, and then I can do this, and then we go black, go along here, we go along here, we do this. Do not delete layer 3. Like so. Okay, so this is now doing a thing, and then we do this along here, like this, so that I've got this outline. Oops. Okay, and then we then hide that, and we can then make this like this, and then we do a thing. Okay, so then we do the thing that we were just doing, which was this. We do this, and then we do da 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 da. Oh my god, I have so many colors at the moment. Okay, like this, and then we do this one here. Maybe no, hang on. I think we move this back a little. Hang on. So we do like this. We move it back a tiny fraction, maybe? And then this one. And then this one goes down here. Like this. And then... Why is this all on like layer 3? It's weird. I thought these were on layer 2. And what? Oh, is it because I've hidden this one? Yeah, it's because I've hidden that one. Okay, so then we do this one. This goes like this. And then we do this one. This kind of goes up here like this. And then we do this one again, and then kind of goes down like this. Potentially. I feel like I moved this back slightly. So I feel like we do... Where's the other colour? Where is the other colour? Is it this one? Yeah, this one. I feel like we move this back slightly. Like this. I think we move it back slightly. Okay, and then we do this. Wait, no, hang on, not this colour. What am I doing? It does still need to be this colour up the top. And then maybe like highlight this at the bottom. Yeah. And then do... I don't know what I'm doing. What's this colour? This colour. No. We will need the other colour. We need this colour. Yes, we need this colour. Like so. And then... Does that work? Yeah, I think that works. Okay, and then what we do is we go to this layer. And then we do this. Copy this. Put it on layer 1. And now we can delete the dreaded layer 3 and hope everything works. Okay. And now, when I do this, I can do this. And we have this then set up. Like this. Okay, and then this one goes here. This one goes here. This one goes here. Like so. And then, when I press play, we've got a fish. Do not delete layer 4. Layer 3. See, we got a fish. We now have a blue fish. Okay, so that now works. And I'm thinking of changing the pink fish to be the same as the blue. So I'm thinking of changing this colouring order for the pink fish. These ones are called blush fish. So these ones are blush. So they've got like a slight little blush. That's kind of why I changed it. Now zombie fish turn. So I want to change this one with the same kind of orientation that I've done with the blue ones. So let's edit this. So now we're going to do the dreaded layer 3. Under the eyes. Dreaded layer 3. Okay, and then we bring... Oh, no, I did it on the layer 2. Dreaded layer 3. And then we bring this one... Well, we turn this one off for the moment. So I can get the colours of this. So I'm thinking we go this colour. This colour. And then... There was this colour. And this colour. And then I do like a darker version of this. Like a darker version. And then add this. So then I do this one, and then what we do... Wait, hang on, why did that move over? Whoops. I did not mean to do that. This now has a weird colour. Let's not do that. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we do this colour for this one, this colour for this one, and then this colour for this one, like this. And then the darker colour is that... No, that's not the right one. Am I doing this correct? And then the darker colour is this one. Does that look... That doesn't look right, does it? That darker colour does not look right. It needs to be like darker. It's too dark. Ah! That's an odd colour. It needs to be like in between colour. Kind of like that. Possibly like that. Okay, and then... I think this is looking better. I don't know if don't know if that's just me. I don't know if I'm saying this too early. Seems a bit dark. Wait for the process. Wait for the process, okay? We wait for the process. Because we need a slight darker one to kind of... combat it. And then like this. And then like this. What do we think? What do we think? Can't wait for the process. And then what I'm thinking is I need to put some like proper like blush to make it look like a proper blush fish. And the lore of this fish is it's a very shy fish. So this was the original. This is the improved. Original, improved. Original, improved. What are we thinking?
I'm prowling in the moonlight, chasing dreams.
Okay, the dreaded layer 3.
Got my whiskers all
Oh wait, hang on. This needs to not be this color.
saw you strutting into
This needs to not be this color.
cool. Now my heart's doing flips, breaking all my rules.
And then I think we just get rid of layer 1 because we're doing all on layer 3.
On you, every pounce, every leap. Boy, I'm stuck like
Okay, so the process. We go this color,
school on the trend. Every heartbeat to me.
this color,
Let's never let this end.
and then
It's a catnap in the sun.
goes... Wait, what am I doing? I think this color is slightly darker. Hang on, what am I doing? What am I doing? Something's wrong. I've got an extra color. Let's get rid of that color. There we go, that's better. Okay, so this color is like this. Okay. And then we go this color. Here. I don't know. Here. Okay, and then we go this color. Here. And then this color. This is a very slow process. We trust the process. This is a very slow process. Okay, and then this color. This goes here. And then we go, which color are we going? I haven't done all of the tails, so we need to get this color. Like this. And then the darkest color, which is this one. Like this. I don't know what I'm doing. But we're trusting it. We're trusting the process. We're going. Okay. Okay, we're doing something. Something is happening. We're making a fish. And then the lightest color, which is, I think, this one. No, that's not the right one. I think it was... What color was it? Maybe it was the right one? Maybe it was the right one. But yeah, I think this is going to be a good base to do this fish with, because this is going to be the main fish of the game. So this is going to be like your starter fish. Okay, so now... Wait, hang on, I need to put the blush. I need to put the blush. Because it's a blush fish. Wait, hang on, I need to make sure the blush is in the right place. Where is this? Use something as a reference. Control C. It's on the dreaded layer 3. Okay. Okay. So now, now we go to this one. We grab this. We go Control C. We go to dreaded layer 3. Fish. Fish. Not this one. This one. Okay, and then we go this one. Control C. Fish. And then this one. Fish. And last one. Okay, and then I can delete layer 1. Okay. And then if we go back to this, see? It looks better. Okay, I think I prefer that. So now it kind of makes these two more unified. So these two now look similar. And you can tell that these are like the two starting fish. I need to edit this one though. Because this is like the baby form of this. So you'll get this one first and then it'll grow into this one. I haven't made baby forms of these yet, but they're too cute to do that. These ones are too cute. And we haven't animated the dog either. I need to figure out a way to animate the dogfish. And I haven't done like the proper variations of colour of the dog. I should do that. I'm happy this works though. I'm happy that one works. Okay, so now that we've done that, we need to do this one. There's so much to do. And this is just the sprites. I haven't even started coding anything. I haven't done any coding yet. So, yeah, there's a lot. What are we on? So we've done cat. We've done blue cat. But yeah, like these ones, I literally just had to change like the colour of them to just kind of make it. So that's kind of what I want to do with these ones. I feel like we need... So we got pink, blue. I feel like we need another colour. Okay, I need suggestions on what other colour fish I could make of the same kind of thing. So if I did duplicate this object, is it this one? Or rename? Object blue fish. And then duplicate and call this I don't know. It's an I don't know fish. So this is the I don't know fish. Maybe I should just line them up like this. Yeah, this seems like a good way to do this. Because then I can put the baby fawn next to it. Yeah, this seems like the better way to do it. Okay, so the I don't know fish. We're gonna duplicate the blue the blush fish. Actually, I want to rename this. Rename. This one is bluefish. Bluefish. And then duplicate the bluefish. So yeah, these are going to be like the starter fish. This is going to be called the I don't know fish because I don't know what color yet. The I don't know fish. Hello, I don't know fish. Actually, the object needs to go to the I don't know fish. And then I can edit the I don't know fish. Okay, we need to choose a color combination for this. So I'm thinking a yellow fish. I'm thinking we go kind of like a yellowy fish. Okay, let me grab some colors out. So it's going to kind of go like this, but darker, like a goldy kind of fish. I feel like it's going to go kind of goldy. Maybe slightly a little bit darker than that one. And then we need a lighter color. Just gonna go like lighter. And then maybe even lighter. Does this work? I don't know if this works. I don't know if this works. There needs to be some kind of variation in the color. And it doesn't look that much variant at the moment. So we're gonna test this. We're gonna test this. That is all yellow. Okay, and then if we grab the next one down. There doesn't seem to be much. I'm trusting the process. I'm trusting the process. Trusting this process. That doesn't seem very light. Or very yellow. I don't know. I think we just go white for that. Maybe? Is there a way to do like white with a tint of yellow? Okay, that's slightly better. And then the darker ones? Like that? I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm trusting the process. I'm trusting the process. That's what I'm doing. You can't tell me any different that I'm Okay, I think we're going with this. I think we're going with this. Okay, and then where's the fill? Like this. Okay. And then this one. So this is going to be our goldfish. This is our goldfish.
Incoming ad break.
No ad break. That also just means I've been streaming for 2 hours, which means I probably should get some more coffee. Okay, and then the lightest color. Ah, no, that's not what I want. I want this color, and then I want the fill. Like so. And then that, and then I grab some other color. This color? I don't remember which color it is. I think it might be this color. Is that the same color as that? Kind of? Does that work? I don't know if that works. I have trusted the process and I'm not sure if it works. But it is a fish, so we will not complain. Okay, and then what I can do is grab this and then go Control C. And then this one. And then this one. I could also make one that like changes color as well. That'd be kind of fun. Because at the moment this would like flash. So I could make one that actually changes color. I could make like a rainbowy type fish. I want to do that now. I want to do that. Okay, and then this one, we gotta go with this color. Okay, and then that goes there. Oh, I think that one actually goes there. I think that one goes there. Okay, and then we go this color. See, this works better. This works so much better as a system because then I know exactly which parts I'm coloring. Whereas before it was just kind of like, yeah, it's just all over the place. So I think this works much better. Okay, and then this one is this one. And then we do this one. Like so. And then we do... grab this one. Like that. And then we go for the lightest colour. Like so. Okay, and then I do this. I copy this. Control C. So the blue one's going to be like the base. Because the blue one's the easiest to see, I think. Okay, and then rubber. Get rid of those. They're on the eye. They're on the eye level. Okay. And then if we go to... I should actually put them on like a layer that's hidden. So that you can't like see it, but it's still there. There we go. And then we got the golden fish. And then we call this goldfish. And then rename. This is going to be named Goldfish. Not with a big G. Goldfish. Cool. And then we just still have to make the baby fishes. That have like ginormous tails as well. This is hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. Okay. So now that we got those, we just make the baby fishes. This one's going to be just a single cube, like just a 1x1 cube. It's not going to be like... I might make it like a 1x1 cube with like a different way to move. Like maybe I just have it spinning, like the bottom layer. That could be fun. Or like a 4x4. Could be 4x4 actually. This one could have 3 stages. It could have a 1x1 cube, a 4x4 cube, and then the 3x3. And then we... an even bigger version. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go grab coffee. So if you need coffee or anything, goes a round cube. Oh, we could do a round cube. I don't know how that would work, but we could. So yeah, if you need coffee, if you need snacks, if you need drinks, now is the time to do it. Because I'm going to go get some coffee, I think. Because my cup is empty. So I will be back in about 5 minutes.
Even rainy days with you, I'm home. Yeah, I finally found my crew. This kitty's heart is yours, and my love is true. You're my perfect friend, my whisper wonder trend. Every heart beats a meow. Let's never let this end with you. It's a cat nap in the sunshine, so divine. You're my perfect friend, and I'm so glad you're mine. Yeah, you're my perfect friend, the one I'll always adore. This kitty found her soulmate, who could ask for more? She's having fun in her own little world till the puzzle is done. Her paw hits the keys, sometimes by chance. The blocks tumble down, she does her dance. A curious cat with a love for the play, figuring it out in her clumsy way. Puzzle player pause, tapping at the screen. Not a pro, just a cat chasing the scene. Shapes fall and spin, she gives it her best. With every goofy swipe, she passes the test. She's stuck in a loop, but she doesn't care. Watching colors flash and spin everywhere. A misstep here, a tumble there, but she's purring loud without a care. Sometimes she pauses, looks a little confused, but her whiskers twitch. She's still amused. It's not about winning, it's about the play. Her paws keep tapping the hours away. Puzzle player pause, tapping at the screen. Not a pro, just a cat chasing the scene. Shapes fall and spin, she gives it her best. With every goofy swipe, she passes the test. She knocks the mouse, pieces fall astray. But that's how this kitty loves to play. A high score's not her thing, it's just the vibe. A playful cat in her puzzle tribe. Puzzle player pause, tapping at the screen. Not a pro, just a cat chasing the scene. Shapes fall and spin, she gives it her best. With every goofy swipe, she passes the test. So here's to the cat with the playful claws, solving puzzles her way. Just because she's not a genius, just chasing delight. A happy little kitty in the glow of the night.
See, I had an unsettling thought. I have to make these also have an animation for when they flip this to the side. So when they go from this orientation to the other orientation, so when they like flip over. So if they wanted to swim this way, they're in this orientation. But if they want to swim this way, they have to spin around. So they have to flip to the other side. I just realized I had to make I have to make an animation for in between. I just realized that. So like if I wanted to do that, I would have to do like, so at the moment it's all objects, but eventually I want all these to be just one type thing. So like they'd all become like a placement object that is like all in one thing, rather than all these separate different objects. But the sprites, I'm not sure how I'm going to do the sprites. So let me rename this actually. Rename. This needs to be goldfish. So if I wanted to go for the, like, say, like we did the blue one. If I duplicate this and say this one goes to, so it'd be swimming right. I don't need an up and down one because they just kind of swim. But I need one where he's like facing to the right. So this all needs to be flipped. This all needs to be like... Can I mirror this? If I do this... Can I mirror it? Control... Oh, do I have to control C? Mirror. Nope, I want to copy. I do want to copy it. Control C and then flip and mirror it. Yes, and then I need to do the dreaded layer 3. Like that. And then the eyes need to be mirrored. This is awful. I just realised this is awful. Oh wait, hang on, I missed the mouth. It's now got a straight line. It's like very miffed about going this way. Actually, I feel like I should keep that. That's hilarious. Let me add another layer as well. This actually needs to go above this one. It does not look happy having to go this way. It does not look happy. So if I delete... Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that yet. Oh, why did I put that on layer 2? That needs to go on layer 4. Like there? Or is it higher up? Looks higher up, doesn't it? Okay, so if I were to do this... Oh, this one. This one. We now have a miffed fish that doesn't like going the opposite direction. It's like, I don't want to swim this way. It wants to swim the other way. But I think we need to do that. I think we have to do it. Okay, so the eyes we can actually do on all of them. So if I go for this one... Actually, I need to put... Right, hang on, hang on. We need to... I don't want to do all of this. This is going to be a nightmare. Control C. And then flip it over. Go to layer 3. And then it goes along here. Yeah, I'm still wondering why you're doing this. But if you think about it, because the fish has to like turn the other way. So if I do this, the fish has to turn the other way. Also, I don't think this is quite the right size. I think we need to have this. Yeah, this needs to go over slightly. This needs to go like there. It will make sense. It will make sense. I think it will make sense. It looks miffed though. It doesn't like it. It's like, I really don't want to swim this way. And then if we do this and turn these ones off. And then if I go back to this and stop the animations. Because otherwise it's going to just do this. Right, let's stop animations. But it has to like have one that so it can go swim this way. So if I do object bluefish, this is not on the right fish. This is on... I did it on the wrong fish. I did it on the wrong fish. Okay, this one needs to be the right fish. Edit. I need to rename it. Right. Yes, I know. I'm going to change that as well. I'm going to change that. Right. Okay, and then this one is just bluefish. Okay, and then we go back to bluefish, and this needs to go... Wait, yeah. Sprite. Bluefish. Duplicate. Right. Is this a silly way to do it? I feel like this is a silly way to do it. But then we have bluefish and then right fish. So that it can swim in the opposite direction. So then it can swim this way. And then it can turn around and then swim this way. It makes sense, right? It makes sense. Also, I think that's the wrong sprite for that thing. Edit image. This one needs to be this one. And then this needs to be this way. And then this layer. Ah? No, not like that. Not like that. Not like that either. Like that. And then I need to get the... Like, am I being stupid? This it has to have a side orientation, right? Or does that not matter? It doesn't look happy to be in the side orientation, though. I have to admit, it does not look happy. Ooh, that is not what we want. And then this one. Looked a bit surprised. Okay, and then this one. And then mirror. Then this one goes here. And then this one goes here. And then this one. Mirror. And then eyes go here. 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 Here? No, here. And then here. And then I can delete this layer and this layer. And then it should work. Am I being stupid? Because otherwise it'll look weird if it's trying to like swim this way. If it's trying to swim backwards, it's going to look weird. Like if it swims this way, it's going to look fine. But if it swims this way, it needs this one. Right? Am I just being silly? It does not look happy to be that way, though. This is its preferred orientation. This is not its preferred orientation. So now I need to do that with all these ones. And then I have to have an animation for it to like switch from this side to that side. Because you have to have like you know, like an animation in the middle where it's just like facing straight forward and then turns. I think that's what needs to happen. And then we put all of that together in one thing and then it should be doing a thing. Animation, swim from below to upwards 2. You mean like having it like this? Go like this? Because I think maybe I can have it so that it kind of pivots like that. I think as long as I've got like the sideways orientation, maybe I can do the pivot as a code. I'm not sure. Rather than having to do when you feed it, it should go upwards. Yeah. Because it might be a case of having it so it's able to pivot to get food. Am I going to have to put like a feeding animation? Oh, no, I'm not putting a feeding animation. You can... Okay, we're going to scrap the feeding animation. It's going to just like look like it's feeding. It's just going to have like food drop down and it's just going to disappear. I might have like little speech bubbles saying like, I'm hungry, and then you can feed it. So you can understand like whether the fish is hungry or not, because at the moment they all look very happy and you can't tell whether the fish is hungry. I just noticed the mouths are moving slightly on these ones. Like this one's fine. The mouth kind of moves slightly here. Like something's wrong with this. Hang on. Edit image. Yeah, the mouth is moving over slightly. Okay. I need to move that back. Wait, that's my phone. That also means it's now 5 o'clock. So this kind of needs to go over. That's better. Yeah, that was annoying me. That was going to annoy me. It was like one frame out, but it put everything else out. But I think it looks better this way. Because I think the pink one is over there. Let me check. Oh no, the pink one's like over that way. Okay, maybe we need to move it so it's that way. Let me go back to that. Edit. These need to be over this way. Although I think it, now that I've done that, it looks better that way, right? Now that I've done that, it looks better there. Which means I need to change this one. Because I think it looks better right there. I don't know why, it feels better there.
It's just the vibe, a playful cat in her puzzle tribe. Puzzle player pause.
Like visually it looks better, I think. Someone can correct me, but I think it looks better there. Oh, no, that's too far up.
She gives it her best. With every goofy swipe, she passes the test. So here's to the cat
Okay,
with the playful claws.
this one's out.
Puzzles her way just because she's not
Like this.
just chasing delight. A happy little kitty in the glow of the night.
Yes, okay. And then these should be looking better. The miffed fish I think is fine. But these ones are off. So I need to go back to this one. Edit this. Grab this. Move this over 1 pixel. 1 single pixel. Actually, this one was in the right place. There we go. Like so, and then move this one over. I do think it looks better like that. But yeah, I haven't even touched anything with the coding because we need to figure that out at some... Well, I need to figure it out at some point. And then we add in, like, I have... Do I have it on my... We add in... Let me grab it. Do I have it on my thing? Oh god, where is it? Is it on actual, like... Oh, I think I might have done it so that you have to pay for it. Hang on. Hang on, we'll go find it. Because we're gonna add something to this for the cats. And then we're gonna get a Trissa to do the other ones. So he's gonna do all the sound for it. And then... How do I sign into this? They've changed their thing. Okay, so, my alerts. Where is the Atressa Meow? Atressa Meow. Can I send a test one? Yeah, we're gonna add that meow for the cats. So those meows are gonna be for the kitty cats. So for the catfish ones, they're all gonna meow like a Trissa. Not cool. So they're all gonna do the Atressa meow. And then we need a Tressa to do a dog one. I need to animate the dog one. Shall we see what we can do with the dog? Because I haven't really done much with this. Because I need to do some different colour variations on this. Okay, let me do what I did the last time. Add a layer. Put this at the bottom. This is going to be like the sample thing. So then I can do like the different colors from that. And then we need the darker one. Yeah, I think we should do this. This seems like a better idea to do this. And then we can just hide this layer. Okay, so that's the greys. And then we need the pinky red. Okay, and then we need like a colour in between this one. Maybe? Or is that going to be that one? Because if I picked this one up and did some... I don't know. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. On this layer. See if we can put some variation in this. I don't know how I'm doing this. It kind of looks cute as it is, but I kind of want to make it look even cuter. Because it's the doggo. And we like the doggo. The doggo is cute. Okay, and then we want the darker colour. To kind of like maybe do some darker colours. Like this. And then the lighter colour. I don't know what I'm doing. Tell me if I'm doing too much. It looks cute as it is, and I don't want to like wreck it. I don't want to wreck it. It's kind of cute. Okay, we could probably do this as well. Make the ears just look a little better. I do feel like I need a colour variation between these two. Like, darker than this one, but lighter than the other one. It's too dark. Is that? That doesn't look right, does it? That don't look very right. Needs to be slightly darker. Maybe like that? Okay, maybe like that. Right, we zoom out a little bit. Because this is how we're going to be viewing it. Is because we're not going to be viewing it very close up. Hopefully we're not going to be viewing it very close up. Because I think like when you do certain things, your eyes kind of get tricked. So like when you do certain dots, your eyes kind of get tricked to blend the colours together. So I think that like if we're viewing it from a little bit of a distance, maybe even a little bit more, then you're not going to really see a lot of those. Like you're not going to see a lot of the colours. It's just going to like blend. Do I need a highlight orange? Maybe I need a lighter orange. like a highlight. To go along here. No, I don't like that. I do like it here though. Like around the nose. And then, so let me put the highlight one on there. Wait, hang on. No, it needs to be on this layer. Like that. And then... something about that doesn't seem quite right. It's like, I kind of want it to go a little bit like this. Yeah, I think I need it to go a bit more like that. Okay. And then grab this. Do kind of like this. I don't know if this looks good. Can someone like help me? I'm not great at pixel art. Why did I decide this was a good idea? Oh yeah, we need a grey as well, don't we? Maybe? Do I need a grey? Or do I want to keep it white? Okay, we need to put some of that light up here. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Okay, and then... which one was the one that I... this one. Okay, I need to put a dot of this down here. Because this one's got to go in between these two. Like this. And then I can do this. Like that. And then the darker colour. Okay, it does look a little bit like a football, but it's fine. What did someone say about the animation for the dog? Do we have an idea of what the dog will do for the animation? I haven't thought about it. I do kind of want to put some more lighter up this side. Okay, I think we're gonna leave it like that and then try and figure out maybe how to do the tongue. Maybe just put a little highlight in the tongue. I need this tongue color and then I need to change this to be slightly lighter. Okay. Okay. Does look a little bit like bacon, but it's fine. Okay, what did I miss? We're looking... I need an animation for the dog. I need an animation for the dog. I was thinking like it could sort of spin and shake. So like if I add... delete this. Yes. If I duplicate this, what I was thinking was grabbing this Control. Control. There. Didn't get all of it. Control C. Go on to the Forbidden Layer 3. Actually, I wanted to rotate it a little. Problem with rotating it, it kind of goes pixelated. That food or its tongue? It's his tongue. I need to make the tongue look better, and I don't know how to make the tongue look better. But what I'm thinking is we kind of spin the dog this way and give it kind of like a shake. Looks like it's biting food. I don't know how to make the tongue look better. How do I make it look better? Do I just go for like this? I don't know what a dog's tongue look like. I don't know what the tongue looks like. I don't know what I don't know what I'm doing. Should be red. We had it this color. Ah? It was this color. Also, why is this on this layer? It's not what we want. We want it on this layer. I don't want to delete that layer, actually. We had it as, like, that dark color. But I didn't know if I should put, like, some variation in it. And add one tiny black line for the middle part. I tried that, but it's like, oops, that's not what I want. Let me grab a black. It's kind of hard to put the line in the middle, because it doesn't look quite right. Maybe a darker red. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if this is looking good. This doesn't look good. Doesn't look good, does it? Like, if I zoomed out. Doesn't look good. Let me try and make it look a little more like tongue. And then kind of make it like a darker red. Hi Agland. We are trying to make a game today. And I'm trying to make a dogfish, and it's not looking right. It's not going right. Just let it be that maybe after you make the animation, people can see it moving. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's remove that. Okay. But yeah, I'm thinking of like trying to spin the dog to kind of like give it like a shake. So it kind of does a shaky shake. Go shake shakes. But I need to do it in a way where it's not pixelated. I need to do it in a way where it's not gonna get pixelated like that. I think the circle doesn't need to move. I think it's the ears, the tongue. Okay, let's turn that off for a second. And then I can also do this because that's annoying me. Because I think this circle's the same shape. Because I made it completely the same shape. I think what needs to happen, right, is we need to move the tail. Okay, let's do this on another layer so this doesn't get messed up. I think we need to move the tail. Control C. And then... Did that not copy? I don't think that copied. Control C. Why are you not copying? I'm confused. Oh wait, it's because I'm on the layer too. It's copying nothing. It's copying absolutely nothing. It's copying 0 pixels. Control C. And then this layer, and then the tail's got to go up here. And then if I do another layer, because we can. And then the ear's got to go up. So if I rub out this on the tail. Ah, no, not the default. Don't do that on the default. On the tail part. This piece. Like this. Okay. Because we just want the tail on that. And then we want to move the ear slightly down, I think. It's like slightly up and then down, I think. I'm doing this in parts because I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, we're also gonna duplicate this one. Ah, no, don't delete it. Duplicate this layer. So now we have 2 defaults, and then on this one I can then get rid of that for the moment. And then we kind of do this. Get rid of the ear. Turn this one off for a second. Ah! Get rid of the tail. Okay. Because I think the idea is, right, we make a ball. And then we can kind of go on top of that to make the other pieces move. I think that's what we do. Okay, so then I copied the other side of this. So we go in like this. And then like that. Like that. Like this. What am I doing? This looks wrong. What am I doing? Can I just copy that? Control C. Yes, lovely. This is brilliant. Brilliant. That's what I wanted. That actually might work if I had the dog kind of doing a shake. But for now, I don't want that. I want to get rid of the tongue. And this. Okay. No, didn't mean to rub that out. Okay. Okay, and then we grab this colour, fill that in. And then we do kind of like a gradient thing. Like this. I don't know. I think this is going to have to change anyways because when you rotate them, this is going to have to change anyways. Like this colouring is going to have to change around. But for now, I just kind of want a base thing to change it with. I also noticed it is it is 5:30, and we tend to raid off generally when it gets to 5 o'clock. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this. We've got to remember to save. We've got to save our project, and we're going to find someone to raid. And I'll probably carry on doing this outside of stream to try and make this dog have an animation. So hopefully I shall be streaming again on the Thursday, and we'll be doing a different game. So I'm hoping to do a new game. So I've got it's like a 2D platform game that's like a point and click game, and I haven't done a point and click game for ages, so it's fun finishing this off. Thank you. But yeah, I'm going to do a point and click game on the Thursday, so hopefully we'll be doing, I can't remember what it's called, it's something aliens. There's something to do with aliens in it. I'm hoping to do that on the Thursday, and then we might be back on Entropia on the Tuesday. So let's go find someone to raid. Usually Atressa would be our person to tell us who to raid, but he is not here. He is going off to collect something. So we might go find someone in Entropia. So let's go over to... Usually we go over to Sir Bear. So let's go do that. Control C. Let's do the raidy thing. Okay, so hopefully I shall see you all on the Thursday. If not, I will see you on Tuesday. I'll see you all later.
Woke up this morning feeling strange. Looked in the mirror, saw a furry face.